Thank you so much for joining me today on this incredibly special video. I want to start by expressing my deepest gratitude to each one of you who chose to spend these precious minutes with me. Whether you're a longtime subscriber or someone who just discovered this channel, your presence here means the world to me. I know that many of you are going through difficult times right now, carrying burdens that feel impossible to bear, and I want you to know that you are not alone in this journey. This video was created with love and genuine care for everyone who needs hope, healing, and a miracle in their lives. Before we dive into this powerful prayer, I also want to acknowledge something beautiful about our community here. Every day, I receive messages from viewers sharing their testimonies, their struggles, and their victories after watching our videos. These stories remind me why I do what I do, and they fill my heart with such profound joy. Today's video is especially meaningful because Saint Rita's intercession has touched millions of lives throughout the centuries, and I believe with all my heart that it will touch yours too. So please, make yourself comfortable, open your heart, and prepare to experience something truly transformative. Since the dawn of humanity, when hearts filled with anguish and hope seems to fade, a silent question arises in our souls. Is there truly a prayer so powerful that it can move mountains, open impossible doors, and bring miracles into our darkest moments? Today, I want to share with you the prayer to Saint Rita that has changed countless lives, including my own. This isn't just another religious video. This is about real faith, real miracles, and real transformation that happens when we surrender our impossible situations to God. Through the intercession of this incredible saint, Saint Rita was born in the 14th century in a small village in Italy, and from an early age, she demonstrated unshakable faith that would define her entire existence. Her life was marked by painful challenges that would have broken most people's spirits. She was a wife, a mother, and later a widow who lived through family tragedies that seemed unbearable. Yet even in the face of overwhelming pain and loss, she never lost her trust in God's perfect plan. When she chose to dedicate her life to religious vows, she faced closed doors, rejection, and trials that tested every fiber of her being. However, the power of her prayer was so intense, so pure, and so filled with divine connection that the impossible became possible in her spiritual journey. This is precisely why she is still called the saint of impossible causes today, the intercessor when everything seems to be over and hope appears lost. What makes this prayer so incredibly powerful isn't just her remarkable history, but the life of complete surrender and unwavering faith that she lived every single day. Her example shows us that even in our darkest hours, God's light can break through and create miracles that surpass our wildest dreams and expectations. Throughout the centuries, millions of people have witnessed graces received through Saint Rita's powerful intercession. And these testimonies continue to pour in from every corner of the world. Stories of miraculous healing, family reconciliation, financial breakthroughs, and even miracles that medicine couldn't explain fill the pages of history and continue today. When you pray with true faith, you're not just reciting empty words into the void, you're building a bridge between your pain and God's infinite mercy. The prayer to Saint Rita isn't a magic spell or superstition. It's a sincere surrender, a cry that springs from the depths of the soul, seeking divine intervention. This is precisely why so many people affirm with absolute conviction that this prayer really works, that it transforms lives and situations in ways that seem impossible. Today, I want you to experience this same transformative power, this same connection to the divine that has brought hope to millions of desperate hearts throughout history. But before we begin this sacred moment together, I need you to understand that this prayer requires something from you: genuine faith, complete surrender, and the willingness to trust God's perfect timing, even when we can't understand His ways. Before we begin this powerful prayer together, I want you to prepare the environment around you for this sacred moment that we're about to share. If possible, Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine yourself surrounded by a golden light that envelops your entire being like a warm, protective embrace. This light represents the presence of God, who never abandons his children, even in their most desperate moments. Place in your heart the intentions that matter most to you. Right now, perhaps a healing you've been waiting for. An answer that hasn't come yet, or a problem that seems absolutely impossible to solve. Saint Rita is known for interceding in impossible causes, those situations where no human force can make a difference, where logic fails and only divine intervention can bring breakthrough. Now, with total confidence and complete surrender, let's begin this prayer that has the power to change everything. Remember that as we pray together, thousands of other hearts around the world are also crying out to God through Saint Rita's intercession. You are part of a beautiful spiritual family that believes in miracles, and today, your miracle may be waiting for you. O glorious Saint Rita, woman of unshakable faith, example of perseverance in suffering, intercessor of the impossible, today I come to you with humility and complete confidence in your powerful intercession. You who know the tears shed by afflicted hearts, look upon me in this moment of need. Intercede before the Lord, so that my supplication may be heard with divine compassion. I know that by my own strength I am not worthy, but I trust in the love and mercy of God that acts through your intercession. Grant me, O Saint Rita, the grace that I need most. At this point in our prayer, I want you to pause and really feel the presence of God surrounding you right now, embracing your pain, understanding your struggle, and preparing to work in ways you cannot imagine. Saint Rita, consoler of the afflicted, refuge for those who suffer, model of patience and courage in the face of life's greatest challenges. I ask you, do not leave me without an answer to this cry of my heart. You who were marked by suffering and never gave up, never lost hope even in your darkest hours, strengthen my faith as well. Fill my heart with hope that transcends understanding. Remove the obstacles from my path, and show me that nothing is impossible for those who truly believe. May my life become a testimony of God's grace, so that others may also find hope through my experience. At the end of this prayer, feel the gentle peace that begins to fill your heart, like a river of divine love flowing through your entire being. Perhaps the answer won't come instantly, but something has already begun to change within you. Something beautiful and powerful is already in motion. The prayer to Saint Rita isn't just about asking for what we want. It's about trusting God's perfect will and timing. Many people who prayed with deep faith have testified that transformation began within them. They found courage they didn't know they had, patience to endure, and serenity to face their battles with supernatural strength. Now reflect on this powerful truth that can change your entire perspective when we say that a prayer works. It doesn't mean that God gives us exactly what we want, in the way we expect it. It means that He acts in the right way, at the right time, bringing what we really need to grow, overcome, and become the people He created us to be. Saint Rita teaches us precisely this, that even in the deepest pain, God's answer can be greater than we ever imagined possible. Trust His plan, trust His timing, and trust His love for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for sharing this sacred moment with me today. If this prayer touched your heart the way it touched mine, please don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone in need, someone who is carrying an unbearable burden and desperately needs hope. You could be the instrument that God uses to bring light into that person's life. Remember that each time you repeat this prayer, do it with faith as if it were the first time. Your perseverance shows God the sincerity of your heart and opens the door for miracles to manifest in your life. Before you go, I want to ask you to do something that could change everything. Hit that like button. If this video brought you peace, subscribe to our Sacred Blood Shield prayer channel if you want more powerful prayers and spiritual content that can transform your life. And ring that notification bell so you never miss a video that could be exactly what your soul needs to hear. Share your prayer requests in the comments below, and let's create a community of faith where we support each other through prayer. May Saint Rita's intercession bring you the miracle you need today.